50 Cent and Eminem are reportedly joining forces against Diddy. 50 Cent recently spoke about something the industry has quietly acknowledged for years: Eminem was never intimidated by Diddy. In the late 90s and early 2000s, when Eminem was first breaking into rap, Diddy held enormous influence. Bad Boy Records dominated the charts, and Diddy had close ties across the entertainment world, from music executives and film studios to powerful political figures.
Hey, y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
We applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be.
While many rappers played it safe, avoiding names and staying silent, Eminem kept his distance from Puff from the very beginning. He officially signed with Dr. Dre's Aftermath label in 1998, but even before that, he was already making noise as an underground artist in 1996. On one of his early demo tapes, Eminem made a thinly veiled jab at Bad Boy and Diddy, signaling his refusal to fall in line. This marked the first time Eminem publicly took a shot at Diddy, and the timing is what made it significant. He wasn't famous yet. He had no industry backing and no label protection. Still, he wasn't afraid to call out powerful figures by name. While most artists were eager to land a deal with Bad Boy, Eminem went the opposite direction, challenging one of the most influential executives in music at the time.
I ain't never made a call to Diddy, really? I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up?
And it wasn't just Diddy that Eminem kept his distance from. Suge Knight, the head of Death Row Records, was another powerful figure in the industry at the time. Like Diddy, Suge had a reputation that made many artists wary. His label was widely known for being run through fear, intimidation, and silence, and he was frequently surrounded by serious legal trouble. Death Row housed some of the biggest names in hip-hop: Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre, and crossing Suge was often seen as career-ending. Most artists avoided him at all costs. Eminem didn't. While others were afraid, he consistently refused to back down. That attitude became especially clear when Suge Knight appeared on the set of 50 Cent's Into Club video alongside associates who made others nervous. While the room panicked, Eminem reacted differently. He calmly walked outside to face the situation head-on.
In the club video shoot, and man, I just couldn't believe it. I didn't understand. Like, so we in the video, all you heard was, "Suge is coming!" yo, bro, Suge is coming! So I'm like, yo, I swear to God, cameras are falling, dancers are running, lights. Everybody's running, Suge is coming! So we couldn't believe it. Like, I'm from New York, I never seen no shit like that. So it's like, fight these Mexican blood killer. He's got the shit on their forehead, eyes, on their teeth. Or go back home to the crib. Might as well go all out, fight right here. We around Dr. Dre, so it's like, yo, we gotta do what we gotta do.
So what happened? He lights the cigar, and then
he just lights the cigar, and it's the out Suge. He light the cigar, and he trying to see what you gonna do. So Eminem, 50, everybody outside, light the cigar. I was bugging because I seen this is when I knew Eminem was real. He's like, I don't give a man. This is when I knew. I'm like, damn, Eminem is a real. He thinks 50 outside. What's up? And then Suge just walked away. The Mexican looked kind of confused, like they didn't know what was going on. But came outside. Eminem came outside 100%.
Wow. Oh, what did I miss? Okay.
And Eminem was like, yo, I don't give a man. Give a man. Because you remember, it's documented. Proof told Suge, yo, you Tupac in the middle of a party. Remember, them Detroit is kind of crazy.
Suge never expected Eminem to stand up to him. He assumed Eminem would fall in line like everyone else. But Eminem didn't fear Suge or Diddy. He understood that he didn't need favors or protection from powerful executives. He trusted his own ability and knew his talent could take him anywhere. Eminem believed in his skill as an artist, and even those at the top recognized that he was on a different level.
A lot of beefs, a lot of the rappers are separated. You can't have 50, ain't nowhere near Ja Rule. You know, you can't have Jay-Z near Nas. Nobody got no beef with Eminem. Ain't no rapper popping nothing about Eminem. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing bad about Eminem. Cause way too much stuff rhymes with rock, alright? But Eminem don't even like his own mama. So Lord knows what he'll say about your black.
Suge even admitted this himself.
Kicking me, that's a laughing matter, you know. I mean, it's ridiculous. But at the same time, Eminem, you know. I'm not a rapper. I'm quite sure you can out-rap.
Years later, Suge admitted that Eminem wasn't like anyone else he had dealt with. Eminem even went as far as writing a diss aimed at Suge, criticizing the culture of violence he believed Suge and Diddy helped create, one he argued contributed to the deaths of Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G. From the 1994 Quad Studios shooting to the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, Eminem pointed to powerful figures behind the scenes, noting that even Tupac and Biggie had their suspicions. He later touched on these ideas again in a leaked diss track, making it clear he wasn't afraid to speak his mind. Eminem didn't fear anyone. Not even Suge Knight, long considered one of hip-hop's most intimidating figures. If Suge couldn't scare him, Diddy never stood a chance. Eminem's rise made one thing undeniable: whether people liked him or not, his talent was impossible to ignore. That reality was on full display in 2003, when Diddy himself handed Eminem a Grammy for The Eminem Show.
Woo! This is a tight one. And the winner is Eminem, The Eminem Show. Yes, sir.
The two never engaged in a direct, public feud, but Eminem continued to release verses that took aim at Diddy over the years. His disses were often indirect, layered with references rather than names, but when the message landed, it was unmistakable. That on later tracks, Eminem revisited the violence and politics of the 1990s rap scene, alluding to the unresolved questions surrounding the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. Through pointed lines, he suggested that powerful industry figures played a role behind the scenes and made it clear he wasn't afraid to acknowledge those suspicions. These references echoed long-standing allegations that resurfaced in documentaries years later, including claims involving Dwayne "Keith D. Davis, a former Compton gang member charged decades later in connection with Tupac's murder. Those allegations were discussed publicly in a 2015 documentary and revisited again in 50 Cent's more recent project, The Reckoning. True to form, Eminem never spelled everything out directly, but he didn't have to. His message was clear: he was willing to say what others wouldn't, even when it meant calling out some of the most powerful names in hip-hop.
During the Biggie Smalls investigation in the early 2000s, the filing reads, the three LAPD and FBI agents were part of a task force to solve the of rapper Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, legal name Christopher Wallace. The task force, through a sophisticated criminal investigation, obtained sufficient evidence that would prove Mr. Davis was the leader of the Southside Crips and his gang was responsible for over 360 kilos of and PCP. Mr. Davis provided 3 interviews to obtain immunity from prosecution. The final interview were solely questions regarding the Tupac Shakur, which Mr. Davis was also provided immunity from prosecution. So during a December 2008 interview with investigators, that is when Davis allegedly started to spill the beans about his one-time friend, Sean Combs, who he refers to as Puffy. He claims Sean Puffy Combs solicited Mr. Davis to kill Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur for $1 million. Eric Zip Martin, an associate of Puffy Combs, provided Mr. Davis with a gun to exact revenge on Tupac Shakur for the beating Mr. Anderson received. Now, Davis reportedly told the investigators that even though the job had been partially completed and Shakur was killed, neither he nor Anderson ever got paid. He later revealed that he believes Combs had paid the go-between Zip Martin, who he claims kept the money for himself. And he said much of the same thing in a 2009 interview a year later, because according to the motion to dismiss, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, as far back as 2009, was in possession of the same set of facts that the Clark County District Attorney is now alleging makes Mr. Davis responsible for the Tupac Shakur. The Clark County District Attorney's Office has offered no reason as to why it waited another 14 years to prosecute a case against Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis has been irreversibly prejudiced by this unnecessary delay in prosecution of this case, and Mr. Davis's constitutional rights have been violated in an extraordinary manner never before witnessed in the annals of the American criminal.
To illustrate how serious these allegations became, Keefe D later filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy of involvement in Tupac's death. Shortly after, Keefe D was reportedly attacked and faced additional legal trouble. The timing intensified public attention around the case and reinforced just how dangerous and high stakes these accusations were believed to be.
Update now on Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. He's charged in the Tupac Shakur. Davis was in court again this morning after a fight with another inmate. Fox 5's Mike Allen walks us through what happened.
Dwayne Davis is answering for a jailhouse brawl. Here's what court records show, along with images from surveillance video released by Las Vegas Justice Court. On December 23rd, Davis was being escorted back into his cell when another inmate, Rockland Hamilton, who's also facing a charge, is standing to the right by a sink in this room. Hamilton walked over to Davis and squared up, looking ready to fight. They started throwing punches and grappling, and the officer escorting Davis called for backup, gave verbal commands too for the inmates to stop fighting, and then hit them with pepper spray. Before backup officers arrived, the two inmates kept grappling and throwing punches and were eventually separated after backup officers got into the room. Both Davis and Hamilton face battery by prisoner charges. Mike Allen, Fox 5 News, local.
Around the same time, Tupac Shakur's family reopened efforts to investigate his murder. The family launched a renewed inquiry and hired attorney Alex Spiro to represent them. Tupac's brother, Maprem Shakur, also spoke publicly about the case, stating that he had lingering questions and suspicions, including concerns involving Diddy.